It's day 2 of excuse me, of Whole30. Working from home today. I did not do my grocery list. I luckily, before my trip, I kind of started to make a few things before Whole30 because I knew it was coming. So at least I had like a chicken stew and a beef stew that I made a big batch and froze half of it and had some in the fridge ready to go. And I had some egg bites. They're like little frittatas, mini frittatas. You put them in the muffin pan, so boop, 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 put them in there. So I had that ready. I had like half a dozen of those, just so that I can take one, pop it in the refrigerator, microwave, defrost it. See, that's the one that I have now. It has mushrooms, broccoli, turkey bacon, onions, garlic. I don't think I put the sun-dried tomatoes in there, but maybe I did. So a bunch of, like, it's like a vegetable omelet in a sense. It sounds delicious, but it's like, meh. I think it's because I didn't put enough seasoning in it. I kind of just kept it minimalist in the seasoning. And I was hoping that the ingredients would kind of shine out, but the type of sun-dried tomatoes that I got in the oil, I think I got like a generic store brand, and it's just not, the flavor is just not kicking, and it's not shining in the way it should shine. It's not giving me robust tomato. Like I want tomato vibes. I want it to feel like pizza sauce. It's very rare. You can get sun-dried tomatoes that are like, bam! Like, you just put one in there and it just takes it. You know, almost like sun-dried tomato cream cheese. Like, what sun-dried tomatoes are they using for that, you know? Anyway, finding sun-dried tomatoes in oil is a struggle bus for me, especially Whole30 compliant oil, because it needs to be in like an olive oil and not in like a vegetable oil, because you can't use vegetable oil in Whole30. You can't use soybean oil. You can't use canola oil. All the oils that every American food diet is prepackaged in. So if it's coated in some type of corn oil or soybean oil, which is pretty much everything that Americans eat, you can't have it. Chips, fries, any fried food, all out. No deep fried, nothing. But yeah, so I decided to work from home so I can at least figure out a grocery list. And have some groceries delivered so I can have food to eat. I did successfully have that snack to save me: the apple, the beef jerky, and the raw almonds, because I was taking my mother and my son was with me to take her to get a new phone, and we were at the AT&T store for hours because she couldn't remember her password. She couldn't remember her code to get into her account. She couldn't remember her password to get into her emails. She couldn't remember her passwords to unlock the phone or anything connected to proving your identity. The two-way identification factor thing was not working because we had no passwords to do anything. So basically, the phone was useless. We couldn't even go and get it repaired because they can't, even if they turn on the phone, if she doesn't have access to her account because she can't remember her password, she can't get into it. So I'm going to try it. They suggested us to go back today when the corporate offices are open, and that maybe someone can bypass all of that to help her get access. But in the meantime, I just bought a whole new burner phone. So she has a working phone, a track phone, $30. The track phone looks like a smartphone. My uncle gave her a flip phone for the same price, when she could have had an actual full screen smartphone for the same price too. Using all the Android apps, it's pretty much the same user interface as an $800 phone, but on a $30 phone. Why am I paying $800 for a phone when I can get all the same user experience on a $30 phone? Why? Because I want a pretty picture? It's amazing. Anyhow, that's a whole nother conversation. I was just amazed. It's like, this phone looks like a $400 phone. It's $30. My mom don't give no fuck about no pictures, okay? She can barely do a text message. She needs to get to her email. She needs to be able to, probably use Google Maps to get around somewhere. She probably needs, she needs to be able to text and call. And if she wants to look something up online, she can. Because she also destroyed the computer I got her. I told her, you cannot put a whole laptop in a plastic bag. You need to put it in a case. You need to put it in a laptop case. You can't carry it around in a plastic bag like food, or it's going to get destroyed. Came yesterday, the guts of the computer is leaking out the side. Like, what the fuck did she do? She dropped it clearly, and it was, the hinges was coming off, so it was actually, the laptop was like coming apart. I'm not buying her another laptop. I was trying to help her out from 2 p.m. today. We didn't get home until 7:30. Because obviously the burner phone, getting that activated and set up, that took time too. Because why? Because Target didn't have the chips for one phone, the original flip phone. The person at the first Target didn't know how to put the chip into the phone. And then we went to a different Target, and they're like, oh, well, that phone doesn't even work with that chip in the first place, so she shouldn't even gave you that. And you can try to test it and try it on another phone, but I don't know if it's going to work, but you got to call customer service. So I'm on the phone trying to call customer service. Of course, it's after hours on a Sunday, so then there's nobody there but a human. So you have to do this whole automated thing, and they're like, we don't recognize your phone. We don't recognize. And they're like, oh, what type of phone is it? Oh, it's a track phone. Why don't you I just asked you what was compatible. Anyway, so then they were like, well, I was like, what is it that I need to create in order to have her using a working phone tonight? She needs access to a phone. Well, she's like, well, you can just get a whole nother track phone. It's for the same price as this one. And then you'll be all set up and use the track phone chip, and you should be all fine. I'm like, well, then why didn't we just do that? I mean, I think the whole thing cost $50, $20, $30 for the phone, and an extra $20 for the chip installation, or some nonsense. Either way, it was like, I could have set that up in an hour versus going 6-7 hours trying to figure out this craziness and half the day gone. And I did not have hamburgers and brownies and chocolate and ice cream and donuts and nachos to help me ease my mind at the end of the day. After a day like that, I would like to usually sit in front of the TV, veg out with some Ben & Jerry's coffee, toffee dream. I think it's like the coffee ice cream with the Heath bar toffee bits in it, and like go through half of the pint. I usually try to stop myself when it gets to halfway, and then the next day I finish the other half. That's how I would usually handle the end of the day, like that. But I am on Whole30. I can't do any of those things. So I had my snack when I had to get my mother and my son McDonald's for dinner, since we were still in between stores trying to get something done, and I just needed something fast to feed them both. And I did not order any McDonald's. I had my apple, my beef jerky, and my almonds, and I ate that while they were eating McDonald's right in front of me. So, discipline. That's pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just been hard. 2 days. Did not want to go to work today. Definitely dreading the experience. But I had a prayer partner today, this morning, and she helped me get my mind right to start the day. So it's just sitting with my emotions instead of having food to stuff it down is a hard way to move when you're moving through a lot. When you're moving through a lot, I like to usually just let me eat my donut and have my coffee, my flat white coffee with oat milk, and my glazed donut, and maybe a chocolate old-fashioned or a maple donut, some donut holes. Let me just have that on my way to work, because I know I'm not gonna like what I have to deal with, but at least I have this like comfort food and breakfast that I like, so I can get through what is ahead of me. And I don't have that crutch anymore, so I gotta talk about what's bothering me. And I don't like it. I fucking don't like it. It's uncomfortable. But I feel like this is the only way I'm gonna break through my bad habits, is to address what's wrong, and I'll acknowledge my feelings, because a lot of times I'll just be like, girl, it's not a big deal, get over it, here, eat this, you're fine, get over it, move on to the next thing. No need to have a pity party, just fucking get over it. But the problem is I don't get over it. I just end up stuffing it down instead of just getting over it, because it hasn't been able to be addressed or acknowledged. So if it's not addressed or acknowledged, then I never really get over it. I just stuff it down. And I judge the stuff that I'm tripping off of. Like, why are you even tripping off of this? This is not even a big deal. Like, it's not, but I think is what it is the compounding of all the other stuff on top of this little thing. It's like one extra little thing is pissing me off today. Today, I dropped my son off to school this morning, and usually his little best friend usually waves to us when the car pulls up, and she didn't. And I was like, what's going on? Are you not friends with your friend Zora anymore? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And he just seems so sad. He's like, it just happened. It happened in September. I'm like, how in September? Like, you guys haven't been friends since September? What happened where this is the person, your road dog, ever since preschool, like every day it was Zora this, Zora that, Zora this, and it's Zora and Shalia. Those were the two main friends he always hung out with, and now they're not hanging out with him. So I gotta see what's going on with my baby. Like, I've been so wrapped up in work and my mother. I need to know how I can emotionally support him. Losing a best friend is very, very sad, and I just want to make sure he's okay socially, emotionally, at school. So yeah, getting in touch with my emotions and my feelings and taking a step back might be not just good for me, but also for me to have more capacity to be a more attentive mother to him. So I'm hoping on the other side of this, I can be better from not just for me, but for him. And let's see how the day goes.